Hello everyone. Here I will explain you set theory. What is meant by set? What are different types of sets are present? What kind of different operations performed on set? So let's begin with basic definition of set. What is meant by set? It is an unordered collection of different elements. Set is defined as it is an unordered collection of different elements. How you can define set? Consider an example. Set name is A equal to open curly brace, close curly brace. Set elements are enclosed or present within open curly brace and close curly brace, and these elements are separated by commas. For example, consider a set of positive integer number less than 5. Set of positive integer numbers less than 5. So what type of different positive numbers are present in this set? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the elements present in set A, that is all positive integer numbers less than 5. Remember, here I have explicitly mentioned less than 5. Thus, elements are appeared in set A are 1, 2, 3 and 4. If I would have mentioned less than equal to 5, then we needed to consider 5 elements in the set A. If I would have mentioned all positive integer numbers less than equal to 5, then this set A will present elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the fundamental concepts of set. If you understand these basic concepts, then it will help you to build up your programming language. Once you acquire the fundamental concepts of set definition and its types in detail, it will help you to understand different logical operators and basic concepts of programming languages. For example, in C programming language, how you can declare an array? First, you need to define data type. Consider data type is integer, that is int, then array name, then you need to mention subscript operator. Within subscript operator, you have to specify size of the array equal to open curly brace, close curly brace, then elements present in the array. Suppose these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since I have specified array size is 5 number of elements is present in this array. Then semicolon. So such type of declaration of array in any programming language is the part of set theory. This concept is derived from set. Another example of set is a set of planets in the solar system. Next example of set is a set of vowels in English alphabet. if you consider this example, a set of vowels in English alphabet, then how you can define a set? Set name is A equal to open curly brace, close curly brace. As I had mentioned earlier, elements present in the set are separated by commas. So vowels of the English alphabets are A, comma E, comma I, O and U. So this is a set of vowels in English alphabet. There are two ways to represent a set. One is tabular or roster form. This is first form, tabular or roster form, and second one is set builder notation form. These are the two ways through which you can declare or represent a set. What is tabular or roster form? This is an example of tabular or roster form. Here I have mentioned set name is set A, and within two curly braces these are the elements present in the set, that is A, E, I, O, U, and it is an example of vowels in English alphabet. So it is a tabular or roster form. Now what is set builder notation form? If I want to represent this set in a set builder notation form, then I need to mention set name, that is A equal to open curly brace, close curly brace, X is such that X is vowels of English alphabet. X is such that X is vowels of English alphabet. So here X means any random elements present in set, and how it is? It is such that this vertical line is considered as such that it is vowels of English alphabet, that is A, E, I, O, U. Another example of set builder notation form is, consider a set which contains all even numbers less than 10. A set which contain all even number less than 10. So here I need to specify the set name, that is set B equal to open curly brace, close curly brace, X is such that X is even number and X is less than 10. So if I want to convert this representation of set in tabular or roster form, then I need to mention here set name B equal to open curly brace, close curly brace. So what are different elements will occurred in this set B? Even number which are less than 10. So it will begin with 2, 4, 6, 8. Since here it is being mentioned that X is less than 10, so last element of this set is 8. If instead of less than, here it would have mentioned X less than equal to 10, then here 10 element would have also appeared. So if it is mentioned that x is such that x is even number and x is less than equal to 10, then the tabular form of this set is, set name is set B equal to open curly brace, close curly brace, and within these two curly braces elements presents are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now we will focus on different types of set. First type, finite set. What is meant by finite? Limited. So finite set means a set which contains finite, or you can also say limited, number of elements. A set which contains finite, a set which contains a finite number of elements is known as finite set. And what is example of this set? It is an example of finite set. Set B equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Since this set contains finite number of elements, that is, the number of elements present in the sets are limited, and you can count how many number of elements present in this set, it is the example of finite set. On the basis of number of elements present in the set, there is a one term is introduced, that is cardinality of set. Cardinality of set means total number of elements present in the set, and it is mentioned within two vertical lines. Consider the example of set B. Here in this set, total number of elements present are 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what is the cardinality of set B? Cardinality of set B is 5, and it is specified within two vertical lines. Cardinality of set B equal to 5, that is total 5 number of elements present in the set B. Second type of set is infinite set. So what is infinite set? A set which contains a definite number of elements is known as infinite set. Such a set which contains n number of elements is considered as infinite set. What is the example of this set? A set of all positive integers. So if you consider this example a set of all positive integers, this is an example of infinite set. If you want to represent this set in a tabular form, so I will name this set as A, and it will contain all positive integers. It will begin with 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n. Infinite set contains n number of elements, that is, elements user will not count total number of elements. Third type of set is singleton set or unit set. Singleton set is also known as unit set. What is meant by singleton or unit set? A set which contain only single number of element. A set which contain only a single number of element is defined as singleton set. This is the basic definition of singleton set. Now what is the example of set? I will specify this set in a set builder notation form. Set name is set A. X is such that X is greater than 8 and X is less than 10. In tabular form, only single element present, that is 9. 9 is greater than 8 and less than 10. This is an example of singleton set or unit set, and cardinality of this singleton set is always 1. Cardinality of this singleton set is always 1. Next type of set is empty set, or it is also known as null set. What is empty set or null set? A set which contains no elements. A set which contains no elements is known as empty set or null set. It is represented in a tabular form as set A equal to open curly brace, close curly brace, and none of any element is present in this set. It is also represented through phi. The signature of phi is this. It is a signature of phi. Set A equal to phi means it is a null set or empty set. Either you can represent null set through this pattern, or you can simply mention set A equal to open curly brace and close curly brace. So this is null set or empty set. So what is the example of null set? If I specify set A equal to X is such that X is greater than 8 and X is less than 9. Consider an example in a set builder notation form. Here I have specified set A and elements present in the set A is X such that X is greater than 8 and X is less than 9. So we cannot define a particular element which is greater than 8 and it is also less than 9. So this is empty set or null set, that is phi, and this is symbol of phi. circle and one vertical line. Next is subset. What is subset? A set A is subset of set B if every elements present in set A is also present in set B. A is a subset of set B if every element present in set A is also present in set B. And how subset is written as? It is written as A is subset of set B. This is the symbol of subset. When set A will be considered as subset of set B if every element present in set A is also present in set B. For example, if set A contains elements that are 1, 14, 56. Set B contains elements that are 5, 1, 56, 14, 23. Here, in this case, each and every element of set A that are 1, 14 and 56 present in set B. Here 1 is present, here 14 is present and 56 is present. So in this case, A is considered as subset of set B and it is written as A is a subset of set B. Now consider another example. Set X equal to A, D, E. Set Y equal to A, D, E. Here set X contain A, D and E elements. Set Y contain A, D and E elements. Each and every element of set X is present in set Y as well as each and every element of set Y is also present in set X. And the cardinality of the both sets are same, that is cardinality of X and cardinality of Y equal to 3. So in this case, X is subset of Y as well as Y is also subset of X, and it is written as X is subset of Y and Y is also subset of X. Next is proper subset. What is proper subset? If elements present in the set A, if every elements present in set A is present in set B and cardinality of set A is less than cardinality of set B. If every element present in set A is present in set B and cardinality of set A is less than set B, then A is considered as proper subset of set B, and it is written as A is proper subset of set B. Consider an example. If set A contain elements that are 1, 12, 14. Set B contain elements that are 89, 70, 1, 14, 12. Here each and every element of set A that are 1, 12 and 14 are present in set B, 1, 14 and 12, as well as cardinality of set A is less than cardinality of set B. Here cardinality of set A is 3. It means total 3 number of elements are present in set A. It is less than cardinality of set B, which is 5. In set B 5 number of elements are present. So in this case A is a proper subset of set B. Here it is written as A is proper subset of set B. This is the symbol of proper subset. If particular element is belongs to set A, then it is written using the symbol belongs to. This is symbol of belongs to. If I want to specify 12 is belongs to set A and 12 is also belongs to set B, then I will mention 12 belongs to set A and 12 is also belongs to set B. If particular element doesn't belongs to any set, for example here 15 element is not present in set A, so how would I define this? 15 doesn't belongs to, this is the symbol of doesn't belongs to, 15 doesn't belongs to set A. And if the set B is not proper subset of set A, then it is written as B is not proper subset of set A. Next is universal set. What is universal set? It is a collection of all elements in a particular context. Or application. Universal set is a collection of all elements in a particular context or application. It is represented as U. Universal set is represented as U. For example, if universal set present elements that are all animals. If considering the context or application of animals, universal set is a set of all animals, then their subset could be a set of fish, a set of mammals, and a set of insects. So if you consider animal as a context or application, universal set is a set of all animals and their subsets are a set of fish, next one is a set of mammals, and next one is set of insects. If you consider a numerical form, if universal set is a set which contains all positive integer numbers less than equal to 10, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Suppose this is the universal set and these are the elements, that is all positive integer numbers from 1 to 10 present in universal set, then we can create a subset A, which is we can create set A which is the subset of set universal. Set A contain the element all even numbers less than equal to 10, all even number less than equal to 10, that is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So this is the set A which contain all even numbers 2 to 10. We can also create set B which contain all odd numbers less than 10, all odd numbers less than 10, that are 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. This set A and this set B are the subsets of this universal set. Next type of set is power set. Power set. It is defined as power set of set S is the set of all subsets of S including the empty set, including the empty set. Power set of set S is the set of all subsets of S including the empty set. The cardinality of a power set S, the cardinality of power set S is 2 to the power n. The cardinality of power set is 2 to the power n. Here n is n number of elements present in set and the base value is 2. For example, if set A is contain elements that are A and B. So here power set of set A is denoted as P open parenthesis set A close parenthesis. Now how many subsets we can create? The set of A is 2 to the power n. Here the value present in the base is 2 and the value present in power is n, and n is represented as total number of elements that are present in a particular set. Here if we consider the base value is 2 and in power the total number of elements that are present in set A is 2. So 2 to the power 2. 2 to the power 2 is considered as 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. In this way we can create total 4 number of subsets from this set A. And what are these 4 subset of set A? First one is singleton set A, then singleton set B, third set is set A itself, that is A and B, and last one is empty set or null set. So all these 4 are subset of set A. This is a power set. These are all about what is set and different types of sets. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. If you really like this video, then like this video, thumbs on this video, subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much everyone. Have a great time ahead.